Ricky Saillas. El Paso voters have made it clear that public safety is a top priority. Voters approved a multi-million-dollar public safety bond for the police and fire departments. The 2019 public safety bond passed with about 60% of the vote. This means the city will now be able to use the $413 million bond to make needed improvements to both fire and police. The money will go towards renovating old facilities and building new ones. The police department will get 2 new command centers, one in Far East El Paso, the other in Central. The fire department is expected to get 3 new fire stations. Current fire stations and police command centers will also be renovated. Both departments will also get a new headquarters. The bond also covers the purchase of new vehicles and training academies. This large investment in public safety will help improve emergency response times. Now that the bond has been approved, the city is starting the planning process.
We've already worked out a preliminary rollout with both police and fire with the goals of minimizing the impact to the operations and also addressing the immediate needs.
The bonds are a debt that the city will pay back over time with taxpayer money. To learn more about the bond, visit the Public Safety Bond banner at elpasotexas.gov. The El Paso International Airport is quickly becoming a major airport with significant improvements in the last 5 years. A ribbon-cutting ceremony welcomed the opening of the latest project, an $11 million renovation to the exterior of the airport that links the terminal to nearby restaurants and hotels with a paved walkway. Airport officials say the renovated area creates a wow factor for visitors with the addition of public art, fitness stations, improved landscaping, and lighting.
We think this is really beneficial for individuals that are staying on airport hotels or for flight crews and aren't familiar with the area, so it's very convenient.
If you're coming from the airport, you can walk to hotels, you can walk to restaurants, and if you're down at a restaurant on Airway, you can walk up here and just enjoy, the plaza.
Taxpayer money was not used to pay for the renovations. Funding came from the airport's enterprise fund. Nearly 1,000 military veterans are employed at the city of El Paso. They were thanked for their service to the country during a special ceremony and luncheon at the convention center. City leadership met and sat with employees. The city continues to look for ways to improve resources for veterans through a number of programs and initiatives. To all our veterans, thank you for your service. And speaking of Veterans Day, El Paso Animal Services will be honoring our heroes in the community by hosting their annual Pets for Vets adoption event. From Friday, November 8th through Monday, November 11th, Animal Services is waiving adoption fees for all veterans, active military, first responders, and their families. Adoptions include spay-neuter procedures, microchip, age-appropriate vaccinations, and a city license. There's another option for residents looking to get a U.S. passport. The Richard Burgess Library branch in the Northeast has become an official passport acceptance facility for the U.S. Department of State. The branch offers passport processing and photo services 5 days a week without needing an appointment. It joins the Doris Van Doren and Acosta Moreno branch to offer passport services. Visit elpasopubliclibrary.org for more information. The sounds of the season are upon us: sniffling, sneezing, and that hacking cough. It's the flu season, and this year it seems to be a bit more aggressive than usual. More than 50 cases of the virus have been recorded. That's more than double this time last year. Public health officials say if you haven't already received your flu shot, it's time to get vaccinated.
It's important to get vaccinated as soon as possible. It does take about 2 weeks for the antibodies to develop inside the human system, and we have the holidays coming up: Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, Christmas, and you will be in close quarters, so you want to get it as soon as possible.
The Department of Public Health offers free flu vaccines for adults who don't have insurance. Children who qualify can get the shot for just $8. For more information, visit ephealth.com. Sergeant Jesus Roberto Vasquez Park in Far East El Paso has more trees. Students from Purple Heart Elementary, along with City Representative Isabel Salcido and Smokey the Bear, planted trees for Arbor Day. The event included an awards ceremony for an art contest. Parks and Recreation also gave students small trees to plant at home. The Arbor Day Foundation has recognized the city of El Paso as a Tree City USA for 12 straight years. The annual Dia de los Muertos celebration turned out to be a colorful event. If you missed it, your City in 5 media specialist Nigel Sherman has the sights and sounds.
Dia de los Muertos, it has to do with our culture. Well, we're Mexican Americans, so we love that culture, and we want to represent. Dia de los Muertos is to celebrate our loved ones that passed on.
I think it's a great experience. We were just talking about how they do it in Mexico City with all the activities, and so it's been getting bigger every year, and hopefully it'll be as big as that real soon.
I think it's great. I really do. I think we should have more events like this for the city and promote the city. It's really great.
Thank you, Nigel, for putting together that video. The festival honors loved ones who have passed away. Make plans to be part of the WinterFest season. The coolest fest in the Southwest officially begins Saturday, November 23rd with the Shirley Gate Celebration of Lights Parade. In addition to festive lights and decorations, a variety of holiday activities, performances, and shopping opportunities are scheduled throughout the season that runs through January 5th. Check out the El Paso WinterFest Facebook page or epwinterfest.com to plan your holiday outing. And that's going to do it for us on this edition of Your City in 5. But make sure to stay in touch with city happenings by visiting EPCONNECT.TODAY. We're on social media, and of course, you can always catch us on City TV. For Nigel Sherman, who's behind the camera, I'm Ricky Saillas. We'll see you next time on Your City in 5.